Nochocsh Nechoshes, Part 4, Likutei Torah, Sefer B'Midbar, Pashas Chukas, page Samach Beis, Amud Aleph in the bottom. When a person realizes that the source of evil is only good, and it cannot be such a thing as a servant that he rebels against his master, when all of his life and all of his existence come only from Hashem, it is impossible for him to rebel against Hashem. And when a person realizes that the evil that is in this world, physical or spiritual, in its source is only good, by that is bring it back to its source, that this evil is actually not separate from Hashem, but it comes from Hashem, and its source is only good, by that it destroys the evil in this physical world as well. And this was the concept of davening, that by us davening, with a brand, with a fire, with a flame, by that we're able to bring the evil back to its source and completely destroy the evil and the source of it, which is good, to bring down to this world. And this is also the concept of the work of Nochocsh Nechoshes, that he brought the story of Nochocsh Nechoshes, that he was sent to the king of Rome, to the emperor of Rome, to take away the evil decree. And as he was traveling with precious stones to bring the king, in the middle of the night the goyim replaced it with garbage and dirt. And when he came to the king, the emperor, he opened it up and he saw that there's only dirt and stones. He got very upset, and he wanted, instead of thanking the Yidden, he obviously wanted to make even a harsher punishment. And Nochocsh Nechoshes was in tremendous danger in that time. And Nochocsh Nechoshes just said, Gamzu l'teva, this is also good. Then one of the ministers, Eliyahu Novi, came as one of the ministers, and he told the king, maybe this is the special dirt of Avraham Avinu, that Avraham Avinu fought against the kings, and by him throwing it against the king, that's the way he won. So the king says, well, we're in the middle of a war, let's try it. And they threw the stones, and he turned into arrows and tremendous stones, and they were victorious in the war. And the king took the treasure chest and filled it up with treasure and gave it back to the Yidden, and obviously took away the decree. And because of that, if he would have just given the money, not necessarily would be able to take away the decree. But because he brought him such a gift, he was able to destroy the decree. How did Nochocsh Nechoshes accomplish that? By realizing that the evil in that moment, and the danger in that moment, and its source is good. And this was also, all the tzaddikim were serving Hashem in the same way. To realize how in this physical world, the evil, the things that seem to be bad, actually in the source are good. And that's what it's called Gamzu l'teva, that this is also is good, and now that's connecting it to the source that is good. But all the rest of tzaddikim, even though they were able to see it, but he was not necessarily able to change in the physical world. And this is the concept of Nochocsh Nechoshes, the copper snake. They had to put it on top of a very high stick, that the people should be able to see that the snake in this physical world that bites them is connected to his source. And when they realize that the snake is not separated and is not evil, but the snake is connected to his source. And when they're connected to his source, and his life every single second comes from Hashem, the snake cannot be evil. And if the snake cannot be evil, because you elevate back to his source, it becomes good as well in this physical world. And this is the point what we're davening, to take out all the negative that we have, and by davening with a burning desire to Hashem, by that we're able to take and destroy the evil, and to bring the source of evil in this physical world, the physical or the spiritual, in its source it's good. And by bringing it to his source, by that we're also making sure that in this physical world it becomes good, and all the Yidden should have good, b'tev, v'nireh, v'nigla, b'gashmis, u'beruchnis.